welcome back to my channel. My name is Shaki and today I'm going to be announcing very excitedly my Reading Rush 2019 TBR. Used to be called BooktubeAthon, which I have participated in once before, so this will be my second year participating in maybe the video challenges, also daily vlogging / weekly vlogging, and doing all of the Instagram challenges as well. So all good things, all good things. I'm very excited. We have about a month to go. These are the books on my Reading Rush TBR. So the first challenge for us Reading Rushers, which sounds a bit wrong, is to read a book with purple on the cover. I have decided to go with Geek Rather by Ashley Poston. This could also go with a book I was supposed to read last year, which we'll get onto in a minute. This is about Elle, or Ellie, who enters a cosplaying contest where the first prize is an invitation to this huge cosplaying ball. This also follows a teen actor called Darian. This also follows a teen actor who is not very enthusiastic about going to Comic-Con and actually really fucking hates it. I'm guessing that these two points of views will come together and we'll have a little bit of romance, a little bit of a story, and I honestly can't wait. The next challenge, you could kind of have any book to go with. You can pair it up. I have chosen to pair it up, unfortunately. It is to read a book in the same spot. So I'm going to be going on holiday to see some family over the course of the Reading Rush, and there are going to be a lot of spots where I'm sat in for long periods of time. So for example, when we go to the beach, when we're traveling down and back home, there are going to be loads of spots where I can just sit and finish a book, and I feel like it's going to be quite easy to find a spot to finish books in one sitting or to come back to. The next challenge / prompt is to read a book you meant to read last year, or the shade, or the tea, and I decided to go with Little and Lion by Brandy Colbert. I meant to read this fucking years ago, but because I got it for Christmas last year and I still haven't read it, so I need to actually get on this. All I know is that this follows main characters Suzette, who is coming home from a boarding school, her stepbrother who is diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and the two of them settling into everyday life where she has to care for her bipolar brother, and she is really struggling as a teenager, and I am gonna cry, I think, so hard at this, and I can't wait to read it. It's gonna have so much rep. I'm gonna feel so fulfilled. The next challenge is to read a first author book. Now this basically means just get a favourite author of yours, or any author that may be, and read their first ever book published. Now I think Neal Shusterman's first ever book that he published, correct me if I'm wrong, was Unwind. I don't know if that's true or not. By sheer coincidence, yesterday I ordered Unwind to read over the course of July anyway. And now that the Reading Rush is like, hey, read a book from an author that is their first ever book published, I'm like, this is fucking meant to be. So I have decided to read Unwind by Neal Shusterman because I think it's his first book. I'm not sure if it is. I did do some Goodreads and some Googling, and I think it is by what I've gathered, but nowhere actually says if it was his first book published. If it isn't, please let me know and I'll read another one instead, and I'll update you on my vlogs and stuff. But for now, it is going to be Unwind because I think it is Neal Shusterman's first book. The next challenge is to read a book where the main characters are non-human. I kind of struggled a lot with this one, and I kind of have two options. The first option that I have is Saga. Now I've already read this volume and I have volume 3 coming. So I think whichever volume I'm on when the readathon starts, like if I read volume 3, I'll order volume 4, and if I haven't read volume 3, I'll just read volume 3. I could read a Saga installment because the main characters aren't human technically, but they're human passing, like they look human but they're from a different species. My other option is The Humans by Matt Haig because this is in the point of view of an alien who is inside a human body. Now does that count as human? I don't know. What counts as human? God fucking Ridley Scott, here we go, Blade Runner, oh my goodness. I'm not really sure what classes as human, so I have two options. I have this and Saga, and I feel like I'll just pick up whatever I really feel like in the moment. The next challenge is to read a book that has a title of 5 or more words, and I decided to go with Jack of Hearts and Other Parts by L.C. Rosen. Now this has 6 words in the title, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it is gay. What else do I need to know? This is all about Jack, who is your average 17-year-old. He loves partying, he loves making new friends. As Jack has quite a lot of experience in the sex department, he starts to write an advice column for people online. He then starts to receive some really creepy secret admirer messages and letters, and he doesn't really know who they are, and they're really starting to creep him out. Jack is dealing with his sex column, his stalker, his sexuality, his gender, and everything in between, and I honestly cannot wait for this. It sounds like sex education that's come onto Netflix, and I am so here for it. I am so ready. And so the last challenge is one we also saw in last year's Reading Rush, and that is to watch and read a book to movie adaptation. Now last year I watched and read Matilda by Roald Dahl, and this year I'm going to be reading and watching To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. This always seems to come up as people's studied books in English class, and I didn't study this. I studied Of Mice and Men and Inspector Calls, and I just wanted to read this and see what all of the fuss is about. And I heard that it has a movie. It says on the cover, read it now before Go Set a Watchman, which I'm guessing is the movie. I don't know. I want to read this and watch the movie adaptation, and we will see if it's any good, because I didn't study it, and I think I'm gonna feel like I'm studying it as I'm reading it. So these are the possible books on my Reading Rush TBR for 2019. I really hope that I managed to get to all of them despite having work and being on holiday, etc, etc. If you enjoyed this video, please give myself a thumbs up and subscribe. I make videos every single time I have time and effort and energy and the ability to make a video on the channel. I really hope that everyone watching this is going to participate in the Reading Rush as well. I know I am. I'm going to be vlogging and all that good stuff, and I really hope that you participate as well. If you are, then let me know, and I can watch your TBR videos and we can converse. You can tell me if Unwind is actually Neil Schusterman's first book, because I think it is. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you the next time that I upload. Bye!
You've got a face for a smile, you know. A shame you're wasted when you're breaking me slowly. But I've got a